In White Eagle Defiant, there is a stacking limit of 4 units per side in a given box. Now, in practice, you're actually going to see probably 3 units per side in most boxes. This is because there's also a stacking limit on the types of units stacked together. So you can have up to 2 infantry in a box and up to 1 of each other type of unit. So generally we have infantry, we have armor, we have cavalry units. But the Germans don't have any cavalry. They have infantry and armor, and the Poles have infantry and cavalry, but they don't really have armor. They have 1 armor unit here. So if I move this armor unit into this box containing 2 infantry and a cavalry, then I would have 4 units, but most of the time I'm going to have 3 because of the types of units. And those types of units matter in combat. So, oh, and I should mention, we also have a light armor unit, 1 light armor unit in the game that the Germans have. So here we have 2 infantry and armor and a light armor. That's a distinct unit type. So those are able to stack together. We have 4 in that box, but generally we're going to have 3 per box. So let's say we're the German player and we want to open up a path here to Warsaw because that's worth 3 points. I want 3 points. That sounds good. Now, I can move up here and attack here, and then next turn move to Warsaw, but my stack here has 2 reduced infantry units, only have 1 step apiece, and then the 1 armor unit. Now, down here, I have 4 full-strength units, but it's kind of a roundabout path to get to Warsaw unless I bust through this big stack here. That's what we're going to try to do. We're going to move these 4 units in here to attack these 4 units. Now 4 versus 4, that sounds like a fair fight, and that's not really the Germans' thing. So they're going to bring in additional units, violating the stacking limit. If you attack from 2 different directions at once, you have a kind of a flanking attack, which is appropriate for this period and these tactics. So I'm going to move these units in here as well. So I have 7 against 4. Now, one of these stacks is going to be my primary stack, and the other units are going to be in support. And why that is important is that the supporting units do not take losses until all primary units have been eliminated. And this is also going to be moved over to a box over in the corner here, but for the purposes, thank you for being loud. For the purposes of this video demonstration, I'm actually going to move these guys all down here. And put this combat marker here. So we're going to have our units situated where we're going to put our primary units up top and our support units on the bottom. Now, like I said, the unit types matter in combat, and that's because the cavalry and the German armor units have particular special abilities that come up in combat. The Polish cavalry with this little horsey symbol, they get to roll first. So each unit is going to roll 1 die, and usually it's simultaneous, both sides rolling at once and applying losses at once. But the Polish cavalry is going to roll before the Germans get to roll. And yeah, we rolled a hit, so they're going to suffer a hit before they get to roll. And I'm going to say we're going to suffer a hit to this light armor unit. Now we're going to look at the full-strength German armor units. It's the ones with these 2 red die symbols. They have a special ability, and that special ability is they roll 2 dice, and they score a hit if 1 or both of those dice are the number that they're trying to roll. So they're trying to roll a 4 or better, and if they roll 4 or better, they didn't. Okay, let's pretend that they did. They rolled a 4 and a 1, and let's say this one rolled a 4 and a 5. That would score 1 hit from each of them. Even though this one rolled 2 dice that number or higher, it only counts as 1 hit. Now, if they had rolled doubles and scored a hit, it counts as 2 hits. That sounds pretty cool. So both sides are going to roll dice, and then they're going to apply losses, and those losses are applied simultaneously, except for that initial loss from the cavalry unit. And the side that suffers the most losses has to retreat. And again, the primary units have to suffer losses before any supporting units can. Have to be completely eliminated before any supporting units can. So that basically allows these units to attack without worrying about being knocked out of. Are you kidding me with these noises? Everyone's mowing their lawn right now. They wait until I'm doing these videos and they start mowing their lawn. I don't get it. Anyway, that's a quick overview of the combat and the stacking limit and the unit types in White Eagle Defiant. Hooray!